Let's go.
I was like, it's your boy King D, and welcome to the clique. Azishe. Yeah, tonight.
Tonight, yo, nigga, look who's high now.
Oh,
yeah, speaking of Space Boy.
Fucking yeah, speaking of Space Boy. You know, Gibby Cat is back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, last episode we didn't.
Dog. But then you know what? I was like, this one I'm not missing it, dog. I was like, I'm not missing it for the world, dog. It was crazy.
I was like,
Misty. Yeah. We have someone today, dog.
Yeah, but yeah, we got it. The guest. Yeah, what? Keeping easy, fashion designer, our brother in our section.
Yeah. For me, I'm like
poet. We know.
Yeah, he's not a guest. He's him, dog. you feel me?
But yeah, Joe, mind introducing yourself to our viewers.
Xolani blakcmist on all the socials. blakcmist the demented for all of the mutated cyborg,
digital monkey,
tail-faced dragon, Jinchiroki, last number clothing, man.
That's a dope intro.
That's a spark already. Spark.
Oh,
yeah, man.
But yeah, Joe. Welcome, man.
Yeah, we are here, man.
Yeah, okay, you know. But before we continue, you know, what's on your mind, Gibby Cat?
Hey, dog, the P Diddy thing, guys.
What?
Hey, Joe, what's up? I think like, Mist, you can explain it maybe, you know, in a sense of like a 5-year-old.
Pop is doing the most.
Yeah, it's going down south, but I think with a lot of characters like that in the industry, man, it can never, you know. There's money over everything.
Bro.
I think the fact that it's being exposed doesn't change anything. You know, no one's.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, it's there.
Exposure.
Yeah, it's trending. It's shy after that.
Yeah.
Everyone is going to move on like anything else. Yeah.
But the Diddy one, Joe, it's gonna stick for a while. Trust me.
Yeah, but then let's look at.
I don't think so.
Yeah, let's look.
You think these people are pressing charges?
It's silence.
No, I wish there was this guy who was a producer or something.
Producer, yeah,
who reported. Where's the producer guy who reported that guy for sexual harassment? Imagine. And
it's not a now thing. I remember there's also someone like Usala Kulumangayo back then. It's like 2009. It was like Diddy's doing this shit. But then it was like 2009. What do you remember in 2009?
Yeah,
nothing. Pop is doing the
yeah, dog, that's been there.
I feel like it's just gonna be another scandal. You know how I look at it, right?
Yeah.
If there's a big scandal that's trending, you must not look at the scandal.
Crazy.
Always look at someone else. Always, if there's a big scandal, they're doing something bigger. you know.
Right, you reckon?
Always when there's a scandal,
something is happening.
Maybe they're buying stocks or buying shares, or shifting owners. You know, they always do it in the midst of a big scandal.
So now it's going to be something, because now it's going to separate us now, because like it's going to be like AI and the monkeys. And most of the monkeys will be black people, like always.
Monkeys,
I'm just speaking of like we're moving from there now. As we move from monkeys to talking, now it's going to be like English to AI, and it's
also talking about how advanced AI is becoming. You know, people are becoming more dumber and dumber in the age of information. You know. Because you can search anything now.
Yeah.
You can Google how to make a bomb. What do you think kids are Googling? You know?
Yeah.
But information is free now.
It's free.
It's free now. Like any information you can find if you're looking for. But now, the more information became free, the more the people are not willing to look. People are not looking for anything.
Yeah.
People are not searching for anything.
True.
You know?
So it's like now we're in the box or something. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Like think of first world countries where like Wi-Fi has been free for like the past 20 years.
It's a decade.
If we are going to go to a Wi-Fi free era right now, or for example, 50 gig. Within 3 hours, they won't know what to do. You know?
Yeah.
They won't know what to.
So what is it though? Is it ignorance, or is it like, okay, I'm not willing to do anything? Like, what's up with that, Joe?
I don't know, man. There's a link between the ignorant era and the information being so much available, you
To
know?
the point.
Because to the point people are not looking for information at all.
That's my point. Because it's like it's easy now. You can get it there. Why don't you do something positive or something? Now, dog, you'd search how to cut a person. What's the name? Hey, decapitate or something.
Yeah.
Nigga, it will show the steps. It's like, why?
Like, you know, the simplest things like how to make a bomb, you know, you can get step 1 to step.
And you gotta get a perfect bomb that can.
Right.
You know,
well, it has
that
proven that
destroy
people are using bombs now. Someone just made a bomb from just buying batteries and sweets and whatever. And it's just crazy. It's a dark world.
It's a dark world.
It's a black mist world. It's so dark. Misty.
I don't know, man. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah, dog.
But
I know.
information is so available now.
That's
You know?
crazy.
Yeah, cool. Misty, what do you else on your mind you wanna talk about before we roast you or what you wanna promote? This kind of stuff.
Xolani blakcmist, YouTube, Xolani blakcmist, all socials, you know.
Yeah.
Last number clothing.
Yeah, the clothing stuff.
Last number clothing.
Yeah.
Surely you could add a link to.
Yeah, we're gonna
my
add
page.
it. Yeah.
So I'm a poet, dungeon rapper, I'm a tailor, designer. I'm an all-round MC. I'm an artist, man.
He's a dungeon rapper. What's a
I'm an
dungeon
artist.
rapper? What's a dungeon rapper? I don't know. Yeah, me help you.
Okay, it's almost like levels, you know.
Yeah.
But levels going down now. It's like
Eee.
commercial, like pop, you know, crunk, and then underground,
Yeah.
and then dungeon.
Those are the what? No, I only know like the underground one. That's it. There's a dungeon now. It's crazy. What's next? You know, black hole. What's next?
But there's a genre for that as well, like hell rap or
So like, how does it differs from other?
genres of
Yeah.
rap.
Because hip hop is hip hop.
No, I think for me it's because it adds a lot of more complexity to the writing, you know. It adds a lot of more literature to the puns, to the metaphors, to the.
Yeah, you guys are so deep. It's like, did you hear the intro? Joe is so deep. Like you can hear everywhere. Digital monkey, what's that, dog? We don't talk about like you won't hear this thing in hip hop, dog. In this era, no ways.
Okay, I'll tell you a funny story. Man.
Yeah.
Mina ngwakamtsweni. Like my
Ndebe.
surname ngwakamtsweni.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, makes sense now.
So the
now
digital monkey is like the clan name.
Yeah. Crazy.
Hip hop version of of what I do.
That's
you
how
know?
deep I mean they are. It's like it's random words, nah. But then when they mix it, it just creates something crazy. Crazy. I also once heard your thing. I think it's what is it called? It was your performance at Drip Truth in Sorrow Waters.
In Shallow Waters, yeah.
Shallow, yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Break it down.
I'm gonna listen to it. I don't know it. I'm gonna listen to it.
Like, can you like break it down now? Like, just piece by no, you can't like not the whole thing, dog. Just yeah.
No, I think I'll do a set most.
Okay.
I'll jump a set.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
Speak now.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let me still have him. Come on.
I'm going to get
I know what's on my mind. Oh. And currently, I don't have nothing on my mind. That's it.
That was boring, Joe.
But serious.
The same thing. TikTok. Google AI. It's like
This. Let me tell you one thing. Have you ever like played Tetris?
What's
Tetris.
Tetris.
Hey, I think it's an old game that it is, right?
Which one know Tetris? Okay, I'll make another example. Like, have you played Candy Crush?
Yeah, Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Have you played Candy Crush for so long that you end up playing it in your mind?
Crazy.
Yeah.
And in your mind, when you play it, are you winning or are you losing?
Truly, like I'm always winning.
Are you always winning because the plot is
Yeah.
designed to you? Now, I don't not to hate on TikTok, man. But the videos on TikTok are short videos.
Okay.
Right?
Mostly.
So when you're able to play Candy Crush in your mind, this means you've altered your mind. Like your mind has shifted from what it used to be before you knew what Candy Crush is. And now that you play it so good, you've restructured your mind. You get what I'm saying? Even in Tetris or even
Candy Crush.
Even in Candy Crush,
yeah,
you know?
For me, I feel like it's like you're chasing your own tail. Like it's never ending.
Like Pac-Man as well.
Oh,
so if you're that good at it, you can play it infinitely in your mind. Now, TikTok is all about short videos, right?
Yeah.
So it's restructuring your concentration span. Like we're only used to like 1 minute videos now.
Yeah,
you know?
bruh.
If something is like an hour long, bro, won't you
Yo,
something?
never
It's because of TikTok that's happening.
Crazy.
You just want short clip, get to the point, done. Short clip, get to the point. You know?
Did you think about it? And it's like that, dog.
It is like that.
If you see maybe like a video on 1 hour 45 minutes, you'll be like, damn,
Nah.
1 hour 45 minutes. No, let me just move 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Even I see there's an option of moving to 10 seconds. I'm like, that's how deep we are. So now I'm thinking of the creators, like, what was the plan, dog? Was it like to be addictive to that point, or it's like, let's make mine? Wow, people getting addictive, or it's a controlling system we don't know about.
Man. Nah. The system as to how it's structured, bruh, you can see it's a system of control. But what I can say is, it all comes from a deeper root, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as in today, we can say, hey, the Bible, this and this. But it comes from something that is more deeper, you know?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things we can discredit, but we are in its depth. In its roots, maybe something has been changed, but there's an original.
Nah, nothing, dog. Nah, don't worry.
Okay. No, yeah, that's what's on my mind now. I got it.
Yo, bro.
Like, King, I can't give you.
Nah, nothing, dog. Talk. What the heck? Just nigga.
Like one stress.
The TikTok, my bro.
No, the thing is not mine. Like,
Just right?
okay, now I wanna ask like this. This is a question like I've been dying to ask someone with the knowledge, you know. Like, do you think like the genre now that is dominating Amapiano is overshadowing hip hop currently?
No, man. You know what I think?
Yeah.
What I think is going on now. Like, we're all selling attention.
Yeah.
The market is attention.
Yeah, true.
Like, it's the era of views, you know? It's the era of how many people are watching you, you know? You know?
Not how good you are.
It's not even about
how good you look. For me, it's like how good you look. It's how good you look.
It's not even about how good you are now.
It's no longer about that.
What we are selling now as artists in the game now is attention. You know? How many people are paying attention to you? You know?
Crazy.
It's all about views. It's all about views. If now it's not even how good a person is. Like for example, do you know, like the most popping genre in hip hop now is trap, right?
Yeah, trap.
It's trap. So there's about 100 trap artists, but the closest ones that top 5 that you know. It's not because of how good they are.
They are good though, the ones I'm thinking about. No, like trap. I'm in the trap, I'm thinking about US trap, like Future, Travis Scott. They are good.
Even in US trap. The top 5 that are making it big now, it's not because they're good. Like, what's your top 5, right? What's your top 5?
What's your top 5?
Who trap? It's Future, Travis Scott. Like Pizza Man, 21, Savage. That's what my trapper. Don't tell me, bro. They're the dopest trappers right now.
Yeah, they're popping because of the numbers.
Not because they're good.
Not because they're
good. I don't know what shit of those guys, man.
They're popping because of the numbers.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
For real, honestly speaking, bro, if you listen to there's a lot of trap niggas that you can not even underground, not even in trap alone. There's a lot of trap niggas that put in work, bruh. In the trap way, you know, that put in work. But if the numbers,
So okay, let me okay, now you say due to like the numbers, Mapiano is overshadowing hip hop.
So is it like no piano is not good, but it's like maybe the same thing that you said. Is it good? Like is it better than hip hop or it's like
it's not at all, but I can say it's got a lot of attention right now, and which is what we are selling. You know, we're selling attention.
So it's not
like no, like I come, Joe, Mina, like I'm in my 30s. So I transitioned between 3 eras, right? I'm from an era yama Bakari nabom Java. I'm from an era yabo Atrijville and Social Gove, picking up the Bakari style, and then till the new era yabo Vigro Deep when he came out with the and then piano. From that track, they haven't made another track yama piano. Still that Kokota piano. I
need to hear that one, dog. I never heard that one.
It's still the very same track. Nothing has changed. Uvaigro and try to make it different, but nonetheless,
it's not the market.
It's the same thing, bro. It's the very same track Kokota piano.
Bruh.
Even the track you Bumaksasa is Kokota piano.
True. Nigga, my piano, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. It's like you can hear a beat and be like, man, this beat was here in 2019.
Not even so far, like 2020.
2020.
Like, Joe, you beat Lena, man, 2020.
True. Oh, damn.
It's not so far.
So, is it safe though? Because now it's like, now it's not.
I think now, as I said, we're selling attention. It's in the lyrics now, and who's
kids
the
are
best
listening. Kids TikTok,
but nowadays, if the beat is good, the lyrics doesn't matter now.
I had a track. Iti Komoliski Puskog.
Yo, I'm crazy.
Now, when I heard the lyrics, I was like questioning myself. But looking at the scene, everyone was going backward. Everyone. So here's one good. I'm out, right? I'm questioning the lyrics. Everyone is dancing crazy. I'm like, okay, this is the infant now, you know.
So that's what I mean about the safety now. I'm like, okay, is it like our mind? Is it going on the right track or it's like?
Actually, it's not going on the right track.
It's degenerate music, bro.
Crazy.
But it sells, you know.
Yeah.
It's degenerate music.
If you can
that's why, like a lot of artists now. A lot of record labels know all these dope artists, but they're thinking, how brittle are you? Can you
supply and demand?
Joe, can you push the demand? We know you're good. We know you're really good. But that's not what we're looking for here. We are going to make you big. You are going to sing about this. We'll make a track list for you. 16 tracks. Track number 1 is SS, and then just write about SS. If you don't want to write about that, our writers will write for you. That thing. We just need your image. You just do those raps. And a lot of niggas are taking that deal, man. You know.
It starts, man.
Blakcmist used to be a great poet, great dungeon rapper, and now I'm rapping about. Now it's over with now, bro. This nigga's hungry, bro.
But Blakcmist, would you like go on a piano track?
Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't have to necessarily change my style, you know.
Okay, so you won't allow any management and be like, hey, me bro, change that. Don't say Misty, say Code or something.
They do that.
But like now, piano, we would look at what's your market. I mean, as artists, we different artists. To whoever I'll be making the track with, I'll check what's your market, bro. So your market, Giddy Friday, Giddy Lala. Okay, I'll know what to say. Giddy Friday, Giddy Lala. I know what to say.
Yeah,
you know?
true. Crazy.
If you're going for a more poetic or more love song, Marastili, I'm a piano, I'll still know what to do.
Piano, just say 5 lines, then you're done. Then they're like, hip hop, it's another school.
That's it.
Joe,
they went go crazy.
And people went crazy.
Yeah.
People went crazy.
Exactly.
Most of that is not. thing was so bad anymore.
That's what I ask you that question, because there is a point where I'm like, okay, so people are dancing to this thing, man, and I'm here be like, what the heck is going on and stuff.
Yeah, Joe.
So, yeah, no, it's money at the end of the day.
Tina hip hop.
What's the top 10 hip hop artists? Because you ain't tangent rap, I'm sure, like.
I'm a real hater of
Yeah.
Yeah, we back in the clique. We know we got my nigga blakcmist. Give me as always here.
Yeah, we're still here, bro.
We're still here. But then before we got it, like, cause we here for the guy. Like, you ain't gonna talk about politics stuff.
It's another like knowledgeable like what the I talk. It's like shit, man. And already it's only maybe like 15 minutes and stuff. Yeah, man. I appreciate this episode a lot.
But now, Joe, we need to get to this guy.
Nigga, you don't know
Like,
this guy.
People don't know this guy, Joe. They don't know.
Already we've been talking about them.
Now we don't want like I don't want to get to it like how you grew up, this kind of stuff. I want to talk about your accolades, what you're doing. Like for example, what people know you about, like you doing poetry. Like how did it start, the poetry journey?
Man, I can say I've always been a poet, man. I've been writing since primary school, you know.
Bro.
Yeah. Every
Friday, yes or no? Yes or no?
You know?
Yeah.
I was always getting into trouble for writing chicks' letters, you know. Fun story, like in primary school I had written so many girls' letters, like the fly ones, obviously.
It's very important.
There was this one girl who went to the same high school as me. And in high school in grade 8, I wrote a letter to some girl. You know? Beautiful words, man. Poetry at its finest. And she called me out with Almaz, you know. My letter, primary. And my letter full time, you know. Like even in primary school, I used to like present stuff in the assembly, you know, poetry from a very early age.
Yeah, you had that one in Saravina. You know, there are always those niggas, dog. There are always those ones who lead the school. You know, when we need writing, it's this nigga. You know, when it's time to sing, it's this nigga.
Like in my high school years, my scripts were so fire. This is my script in grade 9. They were using that essay as an example from grade 12 downwards, you know.
What?
And the funny shit is, like, I had a spelling problem and my handwriting was fucked up.
Yeah.
So my script would always be read, you know. And the teacher would be giving me like 70 on some. This is the best essay I've ever read, but I can't see if this is an A or a U. Your writing and handwriting is fucked up. Only to find out she's gonna use that same script. Bruh.
That fucked up.
And I think I had a nigga who was in grade 11 who was telling me the essay, and I told him, "Hey, bruv, that's my shit. I wrote that shit. I wrote that."
Crazy.
You know?
Damn, that's dope, Joe. Okay.
Like you were that, like, is it a blood thing or did you just like?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I come from a family, a long line of artists, man, and philosophers and readers, you know.
Yeah.
Librarians. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a very strong foundation. As a kid, I would have to read novels to my granddad.
Bro.
You know, yeah, he would make me, not only me, the whole house, bro. In line, me and my cousins, you're gonna read 2-3 pages. You pass, it's the next cousin, 2-3 pages.
Do you, like,
it was very rigid.
Do you sometimes like feel like you miss something? You know, like there's that childhood wherever it was nice aside, you know, and now you have to come home and write novels and stuff. Like,
no, not necessarily, man. Like it helped me, it boosted me all over because I was very confident as a child. I was a performer in school, a dancer, you know.
Yeah.
The you know, and that I had already had a lot of confidence. So for me to do poetry, it was easier because I already had the crowd, you know.
Yeah, crazy.
Nah,
that's dope. We all really are like a bunch of, for me I was like, this nigga is a bunch of creative though, because he can do like almost everything. That's what I hate.
Yeah.
I'm so envy over that dog. I'm like he can almost do everything. So like I want to know. What do I want to know? Sorry guys, I'm high.
But it's okay, like is there like a poet, like a poet, a poem, what? A poem that now, like when you wrote it and you were like, damn, this one is a good one.
Yeah, like quite a lot. You know, I've been writing for so long, and I think when I was in post-matric, like first year, I heard really dope poems.
Yeah,
You understand?
You were like, I'm the best, but then these ones.
Yo, when I met that, and even lyrically in rap, finding out, Gucho, there's people who write in a more complex manner. I had to change my whole writing style. I was good at writing, but I wasn't that good. I thought I was that good until I really heard lyricism, true lyricism, in its depth, you know.
Crazy, but then like, why don't we hear like about those? Like, I hate this
You never
thing.
get to know.
Yo,
Like the Immortal Technique era, Just a Law era, Last Emperor. You know, Jungle Cats.
Bruh.
I know Immortal Technique. I don't know.
We know about bricks. Nkalakatha, you know. No.
It was crazy. And when you hear that, like even if you can play one of those songs now, like these old songs, 1990s songs, if you can play it now, it's still relevant till today.
They're still speaking about the same thing that's happening today.
Yeah, bro, like it's so crazy.
So that's how spiritual it was. So now what happened, dog? What did you get wrong, bruh? Like,
so when I heard that, I shifted, man. I shifted my whole writing style. I shifted my whole dynamic to lyricism, you know.
And you went
That's
to school.
where I went to Dungeon, yeah.
You went to school, right? Which was the school?
Bukhari Technical High.
And then what was the course?
Uratu.
I felt like the course, anyway, the school.
Electricity. I did electricity.
No, I thought maybe
Electric boys.
Every current
Electric boys.
I thought there was a point whereby you mentioned the language thing.
Literature?
Yeah,
I did literature mostly in school. Like I was already like in the competitions via literature, essays, debates.
Oh yeah, that
school,
was you learning.
I was already being groomed into it, yeah.
You're like, ma'am, give me a 0. You smash that nigga. There's a battle where he says something like that.
I battle as well, man. I really love battles.
So, like you're saying, like you're a poet and a rapper.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I won't.
Yeah, rappers are poets most of the time.
So
they go hand in hand.
Like you do your own song, because I never heard your songs though.
Like
that's the
like,
problem.
I'll put it clearly to you, man. I'm more of headphone music. I did a tape in 2006 called The Seal of Aquarius. I'll share some songs from that. And from then I haven't been really dropping music. I'm working on a tape with Grammaton Claret from Pretoria. We're gonna drop a 7-track EP soon. But me personally, I drop skits now, you know.
It's more videos, it's more battle rap.
Yeah,
I see battle raps most of the time. It's like,
now I'm not like I'm doing a whole lot of live performances. Don't get that wrong, you know. Check that on my YouTube. I'm gonna be uploading more from this past festival, from a festival now. So the content is gonna be on my YouTube.
But I tell people how important live performances are, like those poetry sessions, those like. Can you like clarify on how like as black people like we need
that?
Because now
we're actually a communal people, you know.
Yeah.
So we used to sit around the fire, and around the fire there would be the
ancestral traits.
Dala would be telling Inganewan, you know.
Mrs. Fish. Now he's in levels now.
Now that is our culture, and we're still rooted in that, you know. We're still rooted in that, even though we do it differently via colonized systems like churches and what. But it's the same system that we are used to. We were used to doing that. There has to be a congregation every once a week for the whole community. When it's or you know,
because
a shaman there telling a story.
Shaman,
motivational speaker.
Motivational
speaker, like inspiring you guys,
the community, you know.
Yeah, because what I've realized, I started to attend those live performances. I remember I once came to the poetry in Coffee. That was dope. Like it was not a question but a feeling. Like when I got there, it was okay, yeah, I'm sitting sharp. Then nigga started, doing his thing. It's an icebreaker. They call it an icebreaker. Then they bring like other creatives. Yo, dog, that day I felt something I never felt before. It was like, it was like, okay, this bunch of people just came together and be like, oh my nigga, we're doing this. And it was, oh bruh, it was something.
Like, I'll tell you one thing about sessions like that.
Yeah.
The feeling that you get from there,
Yeah.
it lasts, bro.
Yo, yeah.
2 to 3 weeks.
I'm still feeling it now. What do you mean, dog?
Bro,
Yeah.
you know?
I miss it a lot. Dog. I'm
So
like,
you need to get
Can't they-
always try to revive it.
Can they do like y'all can y'all do it for like even icona like those kind of stuff?
Icon.
No,
Like,
icona,
the
but
movement is alive.
who does it like now? Like
The movement is alive.
Because I
actually.
still you'd see hip hop. You would see a hip hop man dropping some events and stuff.
No.
And they'll also drop. Yeah.
events is events. And I'm talking about poetry. Like now we're hearing like real.
Yeah.
Sizwe na ngaphakathi ukuthi
Yeah, we host those events, you know.
Yeah.
Ah, when I don't know about that. Update me, man.
Nigga.
Keep you plugged on, because Gibby comes to our shows.
Yeah.
This guy
I need to come more now. I realize I need to come more. Guys, attend these things, guys. It's very important. I don't know
For
why.
real, man, the energy is gonna be.
Yeah.
Plus, learning from a lot of more perspectives, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Also to get away from the day-to-day mundane, you know.
Yeah, that like at that moment I felt that like that place protected my mental state. It was like I'm reviving somewhere somehow,
Yeah,
something
bro.
like that. That's
Yeah.
why for me it was so important because I didn't question, but then I felt. You know what I mean? Dude, what you doing in these things? Yeah, you guys do some juju. You guys, there's a juju there. There's juju there. There is.
Some voodoo magic.
Yeah, there's voodoo magic there.
Like, man, you should delve into what is called etymology. Etymology is the study of how words are formed, not sentences, not the language, not the literature of
Words,
it's
yeah, what
just
do they
words
mean?
in general.
Okay.
So
Not Shakespeare.
not the whole essence of writing, just words. Like for example, you know, a spell. You know, like casting spells. You
Oh,
can
spell.
cast a
Oh,
spell, yeah.
shit. I was like, you say
So
spell.
that's why putting certain words together is called spelling, because you
spell. Shit.
So poetry in its essence, bro, it's a lot of voodoo going on, you know? Especially if it's positive, you know.
Yeah.
To put it in depth, music in general is magic, you know.
True.
It has many ways to heal or disrupt your bodily functions, you know.
Yeah, music is part of them. Of course, I scared we have drawings. There are some drawings, dog. When you just look at them, you're like, shit, just felt something, you know. Yeah. So I don't know. You can say black people are more like into. We have to move more like into creative side, more than like the Western. You know, like the thing. Hey, I want to be a lawyer. Hey, I want to be, and move to the place where by now it's just creativeness in all together and stuff.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a gift, man. It needs to be a passion, you know.
Yeah.
It needs to be a passion, or it needs to be something you're not sad when doing, you know. Something that makes you happy. Like you can learn a skill on how to draw, but once you learn how to draw, if you don't feel happy when you're drawing, that's not your skill, man. You know.
That's true.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
It needs a lot. I
That's
hate
not your
that.
skill.
Yeah.
Try something else. Try violin. Try piano.
Yeah, so also, don't you think there's a trigger? Because I feel like somehow there is a trigger whereby now you just start writing now. It's just it's like you don't think about it, Joe.
Like I get my poems or my scripts in full, you know. I go out to the world and experience the world, and then after coming back from that, I'll already have a complete script to put down because I'll be compiling it day by day with situations. And when I finally sit down to write it, I already know the poem by heart, even how it has to end, you know. I create the plot first.
Also, you always like want to know. You just want to know.
Yeah, but it's like knowledge will make you hungry, man.
Yeah, because
once I found out about other things, man, I went deeper into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like for example, man.
Yeah.
Do you think the government can make clouds?
No.
Okay. So if you can't fathom how the government can make clouds, then you are far from what they can do. Because they are 1,000 years ahead of us, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't think the government can make clouds, then you can't really know what they can do. But surely you know they are far ahead of us, right?
Yeah.
You know that.
Like they're
right?
just showing us the water, the electricity. That's not it. It's like it's deeper than that.
So if you know they're ahead of us, bruh, yeah.
So you're saying
You just
that's
need
where
to
we
know
are
how
now.
far now, bro, because yes, they can make clouds. It's called seeding. You must research it. Cloud seeding. Yeah.
Check it.
In fact,
It's been invented in the 60s. There was a
Yeah.
guy who made a cloud buster.
in the 60s.
In the desert, like some sort of pipes he shoots in the sky and then cloud gathers. And it rains. Like, it always rains. So now, that was in the 60s. Now they're... Now they're really far.
Now Siri can be like, how can I help you? Without saying anything. Siri felt you.
Now they're far.
Yeah. But then speaking of travel, I see you just came from Durban, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, what was up there, dog?
That
Why
was
did you
dope.
come with? Why did you come with?
Dope festival. There was a 3-day festival called Smoking Dragon. It happens in Easter and it happens in December. And December is 7 days. It's crazy. The lineup is crazy. I'm on the lineup, you
As
know.
always.
It's crazy.
And it's like I heard you said like they come like different internationals.
There's quite a lot of international people that attend the festival.
And it's sad when you see white
Holland,
people. Nigga.
Britain, you know,
Like-
Switzerland, Australia. It's a big festival.
Crazy.
Like they come there for some ritualistic juju.
What?
Actually, yeah, man.
What do you
Have you
mean?
seen the movie Midsommar?
Yo, nah.
Midsommar, you need to watch Midsommar.
What?
You need to
What
watch
do you mean?
Midsommar. You'll know why a lot of foreigners come to Smoking Dragon.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because on the 31st we burn the dragon. You know, it's symbolic. It's religious to the depth, man.
What do you
It's
mean,
crazy.
dog? What do you mean, dragon?
It's crazy. They build a dragon out of wood, a big dragon.
Okay,
out
what-
of wood.
oh, yeah.
So it's a big place.
What does it symbolize? Like, is there symbolization to the
Yeah,
thing, or is
bruh,
there-
like it's the-
tell us there. I want that deeper one.
Like it's the new year of the other tribe, you know. It's on the 31st. Our new year is on September. Our new year is September.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say names, you know, but us in the southern hemisphere, our new year is September. You know.
That means I think that means Aruela.
Wait, yes, you're
Yeah,
right.
I think it's
That's
September.
why-
So busy talking about you.
Yeah, bro, I was
I'm
intrigued,
like,
dog. I need to go there, dog. I have
So
to check
when
that out.
so Tinagiti, when trees start to bear fruit,
Yeah.
that is our new year. That's the starting of the year too.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
Not
that,
not
you
for the
know.
Christmas.
Not in Christmas.
It's crazy.
That's the bar, you know. That's the bowl Christmas.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
crazy how we have a Christmas over and now in December it's hot, dog. And that other side is cold. Now we have Christmas here while it's
Yeah.
hot. It doesn't make sense.
So
Doesn't add up.
you see that it's mostly connected to them.
Yeah.
Hence the tree is a pine cone tree because it would be still green in the eyes. So here we don't have that
Yeah,
symbology.
Yeah, they only grow in September. That's why things grow.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's why now Father Christmas.
Hey, get it.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Big
Nah.
time.
But
I hear you,
you
bro.
really need to know, man.
About
Like in depth.
yeah,
of
just summarize it. Just give it like just to summarize. Just to summarize.
Ah man. I think Joe, that's all Joe. Maybe the Chinese. You see how also the Chinese make
Yeah.
firecrackers and they use the dragon
Yeah,
symbology.
yeah,
It's the same thing.
Crazy.
It's actually the same thing.
For all.
Yeah.
Out of all animals, how you use a dragon. I don't use
It's the
it again.
same thing.
I'm saying.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, back there.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay,
I won't say
I
it, dog.
hear you. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah,
Yeah.
have to
in
check
December,
it out.
I've got the plug. Don't worry.
Check it out. Have to check it out. If
That's-
financially the click, guys.
Yeah, just
Bruh. It's like, yo, even the money doesn't matter, dog. That's why for me it's like, I don't want to question. I just want to feel. It's like, because now we'd see these
It's
things and be
crazy,
like,
bro.
this is just videos, dog.
Like,
It's just bunch of people
like-
running with firecrackers and stuff. But then maybe at that time they're feeling something. You don't know.
There you'll feel something as soon as you get there.
It's not really.
Huh?
It's not really.
There's everything there. So
Oh, these bonfires, dog. Shit.
and it's 7 stages across the field, and it's at Drakensberg Mountain.
Drunkest.
Berg
Just-
Mountain in ndaba zoKhahlamba, yeah.
Man.
It's right by the sleeping dragon. The symbology is because of that place,
there.
you know.
And we don't know the culture about this thing, dog. We only know the what-whats and the what-whats.
Oh, God.
But then now the deeper ones, it's like they are just there.
Yeah,
You see, like the
they're
storage.
there.
Yeah, it's like it's in the storage. It's just there. So what do you think is the reason for that? Is it like they're trying to control maybe a narrative, or it's like nah?
When I was in high school, I heard a statement that says, "Kill their kids yet unborn." The statement says, you know, how can you kill their kids once they are not born?
Right, right, love.
Yeah. So what?
How can you do that, you know? So if you're gonna give in timer some fucked up information, he's gonna pass that information the way it is to his child, right?
Generation to
And
generation.
the child is gonna pass that information to his child. Thus, you don't even need to fight with the son if you've already killed the father. Generation afterwards will be believing whatever you tell the father, you know?
Blackness, did you? Like, how do you think about these things? Like, Joe.
That shit is in the Bible, bro.
The one that they read.
We don't
That's the crazy. The one that they read. They won't see this thing. Yeah,
That
true.
shit is in the
Yeah,
Bible, bro.
crazy.
Okay.
So that's what I said earlier. What if everything that you've been told is wrong, you know?
Yeah. Are you going to question that, or
You know how would it make you feel? Because it's fucked up, you know? How we've been told you shouldn't look at the sun
yeah,
because
it'll
it'll blind you.
mess up our iris?
That's not even true. You must look at the sun. As a black person, you're really connected to the sun. Especially as a man. If you can look at the sun, the glances, we are sun people. We are sun worshippers. The sun is going to change you. Like, if you look at the sun much, it's going to realign your third eye, your crown chakra. It's going to open it. There's usually crystals from the food that we eat, right? So it blocks all our chakras. So if you want to charge your chakras, you must look at the sun, bro.
Crazy.
So now,
You know, you're fucking the asses there. That is
you
shots
it's making you not be able to heal yourself. Because look at it this way. Have you ever heard the term witty, mang mang, ubadile tata wa
Yeah, we know the term.
So, because umuntu ushaba ugafa, wena ugabala.
Next.
No.
That's why. That's why.
It's a form of conditioning. It's a form of channeling. It's programming. It's fear. So now you won't want to read because you're scared of being crazy. Of which is bullshit. You need to know all these things. You need to know things. Now they're making knowledge something you are afraid of.
That's crazy.
You know? Because now, hey, I'm a fool.
Hey,
You know?
yeah.
So I not delay, put it to the side.
Yeah, they be like, you can't be what you despise.
Yeah.
It's like now they're showing rich people and be like, this is how bad they are doing. So like when you see that thing at the back of your mind, it's going to be like, I don't want to be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's different than but then it's
really
fine.
and it's in your brain without you knowing it's in your brain, you know.
Yeah.
It's in your brain without you knowing. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. Who told you that, you know? You don't know who told you that, but they told you that, you know? It's not your own opinion. It's not what you want.
Yes.
They
You know?
told you that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's not what you want. It's really hard to feel what you really want.
Yeah, and it's an everyday thing. It's like Barely just going and greeting some. It's like an everyday thing. It's there.
It becomes the norm if we're so used to the channeling, man. Like the worst thing we can do to the system is as if one day in a year, we decide to switch off all the TVs. One day, no, we decide as a community that one day, this day, as really TV song, because you're clean on TV.
Crazy.
Or one day late, as support the ama franchise now, one day in a year. It doesn't have to be every day. It's not one day. One. You know, so not here we 16 July or just pick any date and make it be that day. And on that date, support the do you understand what that one day would do to the system?
Yeah. No. Mavele ka drop and
Oh, I know, it makes sense, man. It makes sense.
It's crazy. And when you speak of the truth, hey nigga, you'll be demonized, dog.
For real.
Like, yo, nigga, you fucked up.
For real.
You'll be named with names, dog. And be like, what the heck? I'm trying to say something.
So what do you know about that? Nothing, but I just hate this guy.
Just imagine. You don't know. Why do you hate Zuma? I don't know. I just hate Zuma. I just hate it. But then he doesn't know why he hates Zuma.
Yeah, man.
It's thing like that, yeah. Now
I can propel something,
yeah. Before we go to your fashion lane.
Bound heaven and earth, essence of life, celestial chariots and spaceports, Lord God, refuge in the garden of life, dead from the sun, Atlantis, Eden, philosopher stone, harness, monoatomic gold, led to the fashioning of serpents. That which is divine must be eaten. 1,000 sacrificed Nephilims, the birth of ancestors, the loss of tremendous mental power by the Zulus when gaining speech. Because everything that happened,
I want to hear this.
everything that happened, Lingua Li was brought into life. The Wichita Hooties, sonic boom, sound rays extended. The truth hurts, eardrums, conundrums when hearing. The serpents rebel. The fashioning of the Adamic race, Lilita ascends. The sorrow deepens. The mining stops. The rib of Adam brings Eve. Naked in the garden, the orders maintained. The serpents invade. The truth about the tree of life is revealed. The masses question their fate without knowing the destiny. But the tablet is hidden, prohibited, restricted, and forbidden is the fruit. Curiosity takes its course. The serpents help the Eve to eat, the Eve helped the Adam. But it's not just infinite knowledge, it's the truth. So they hide, fully clothed in consciousness. The rod and the staff are used to suppress rebellion. So they all escape to Appalachia, guarded by serpents and dragons and immaculately conceived giants that also mated with the Eve and gave birth to other things that built a temple whose head shall reach the heavens. Giants attack the very throne of heaven, but Job struck them down.
And then you were like, it's kind of facts, but yeah. It's dope, yo. It's powerful that you guys there. We read back to see processing this kind of stuff. You read that, okay, man.
Oh yeah.
Also, again, we got blakcmist just gave us this powerful point. That was dope, and that was dope. It was
it's like, yo, right. I can't tell, dog. Yo. Like I'm still in that sense now, like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Stop it, what the heck? Nah, that is dope.
But yeah, it is.
I do what is called headphone music. Like, you really need to listen to it again and again.
To check it out. But yeah,
thanks,
like,
man. Thanks
since
for
now
that.
you're in the fashion stuff, like, how did it start? Okay, what's the name of your brand?
Nigga, fashion writer. You have to also speak about the writing.
Yeah,
man, it's like, I think when from my dancing era, I used to, like, so much we used to like cut in parts, like add my pockets to jeans.
Yeah,
it was some crazy era. Sisa cool. I think that stuck with me, you know. So
in 2024.
no, like obviously it got more advanced and more advanced. So I used to do that so much. Nasemzini, if I want to bruh, don't buy this boy expensive jeans. He's gonna cut them and paste, you know. So anambe sengibona ukuthi anoslandela amajini wama 70 rand la kuma dollars akhona, and then siyazi ukuthi I'm gonna change it anyway, you know? Yeah, so
that's where the designing came from.
yeah, creativity. So I first started with bags. I used to do leather bags, handmade leather bags.
I remember your bags and
yeah. And then from handmade leather bags, I worked with jean mostly. I was in a crew called TNA in Pretoria. It's my Jita Vele shite, you know, on a daily. The niggas that I actually, my mentors, you know, the niggas that really put me into the fashion as to how to use a machine, how to cut this shit, how to do this. We were doing jean. And then when I met my wife, she was studying design, fashion design as well, you know. And she was doing more dresses and more couture type of clothing. And
so it made sense.
So it made sense when I met her, you know. I started checking out patterns from her and learn how to make a suit, how to make a dress. And then the rest is history, man.
And then what's the name of your brand now? The one that you're pushing currently?
Now my brand name is Last Number, man. Last Number, life, you know.
Yeah.
I came up with this name because, you know, everyone can own it, you know. No matter what you do, Last Number, Joe.
Wow, that's not yeah, I know, that's dope.
No matter what it is that you do.
And then access how G's can get all of it.
Last Number page, man. Check that out, man. We have a WhatsApp link. You know, you can take you directly to me. We'll discuss everything.
Yeah, and plug your books, dog.
Yeah, I'm still pushing the publishing as well, you know.
What happened? Like, what happened, dog? Like, which stage are you at, dog? When you come to
it's
crazy.
Hello, my love. How are you? Can you come? So, you've been here?
The little misty.
Little misty.
Okay, I'm still talking about come now, man.
Okay. How's it?
Little coconut, no, we talk coconut. Yeah.
Nah, it's got the plot. Now he knows all the languages.
Yeah. On. Multiracial.
Yeah, multiracial.
Yeah, Joe.
And then I homeschool my children from a very early age, so
yeah, the books, dog.
It's all in the books, bro.
Dog, I'm worried about the books.
You gotta read books. Okay, first book, single mothers are a cancer to early childhood development.
Did you share that?
Yeah, I'm still publishing. I need like 10K, bro, to drop everything.
Crazy.
My second book is Kids Hate Their Fathers. My third book is Therapy's 5 Hugs a Day. So yeah, it's the compilation, you know.
Crazy.
I'm still drafting to make it cheap.
Did you hear those topics?
50 per book, you know. But the publishing, then put in your website.
So, but then can't you do a YouTube video? So, like maybe like you just
Yeah, I need to. The reason I need the drop is because I need to interview a lot of people, most specifically women, reading page by page of the book, you know.
Yes.
So I want to put it out in that manner. I don't want to be discussing it alone. I want to be discussing it with open opinions for people who read the page and reflect to me, you know. Because the book not only is scientifically correct, because the facts are all there, you know, but it's also about my life, how my life plays a part in this, and what I understand, my own perspective, you know.
That's crazy.
Because coming from my era, we are an era of single mothers, and I know how the impact is
crazy,
you know.
It's like those paintings of this girl, those that dog. That girl draws like painting. Like some people consider it explicit, but then some consider it as reality. It's like
avant-garde for
nigga. You have to check her out.
Check it out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man. Plug the books. Plug my socials. Xolani blakcmist.
Come on, man. We got you, man. We got you. Give you anything on us, blakcmist?
Nah, man.
We'll wrap it up. Yeah, blakcmist is just great. It was fantastic. It was wonderful having you, bro. Like,
knowledgeable
appreciate you.
one,
Blacklisted the mentor for order of the mutated cyborg, digital monkey, 10-faced dragon, Jinchiruki, last number clothing, man.
I was like, thanks. Thanks, you know. I mean, I don't have Istagazelo because it's your boy King D and Space Boy Kiviken.
Yep.
We out. That's the issue.